Alright, so I've been drinking a little bit, and I've been thinking things over. Um, as you may see in another video that will post eventually, since it was not very productive, not very good start for what I'm trying to do here, just kind of shelved it for now. Basically, what the deal is Jessica bumped the make a video of yourself thread. No one did anything with it really. So what we need is like new material or something. So what I figured was we'll ask one thought-provoking question at a time. People can make video responses. They can type it up if they need to, whatever you guys are most comfortable with. But I like personally to see your faces, hear your voices, kind of get a feel for you, I guess. Kind of back to the old stick and days. But uh, questions. I don't have any particularly good ones. Like I said in the other video, I kind of summarized all this stuff, talked about it a little bit, but talked about it a lot without really figuring things out or coming to a conclusion or figuring out what's going on. But let's see, what is a good question? Well, okay, let's take one of the ones I threw out in that one. What is art? What is art to you? Why is it important? Uh, what makes something artistic? Things along these nature. Uh, Basically, to me, what art does is when you see it, it evokes something inside you to where it makes you feel, it makes you experience. If it doesn't do that, then it may be art, but it's just nothing that's up your alley. But that is the goal of art. It is something that evokes an experience in another person. Um, I mean, put more concretely, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if we're talking about movies or music or visual art, so you actually like sit there in the museum and you're like, very nice use of watercolors. It's I don't know. I don't know if it gets too much more complicated than that for me. I do view it as something that's relatively personal, but also shared between different people. That's kind of what bugs me sometimes when people talk about things that are being subjective, because that's almost, I think, a way of writing it off. Like it's, oh, well, it's that way for you. That's your opinion. But I think there's something real to it. It's about personal meaning. I don't know. It's I'm I'm terrible with words, if you cannot tell. Like just thinking off the cuff, speaking extemporaneously. Stumbled over that one. But where was I? Give me a sec. Um, Art to me. Okay. All right. Here's a line of thought that seems promising. I guess is art is. God damn it! I lost it. Give me a sec. Art was what? Okay. Oh, all right. It's about aesthetics, and like I said, it's subjective, it's personal, but there's a reality behind it because you're talking about something that's there, and then the important aspect is how it comes to you and how it affects you. Uh, Basically, it's about shades of color, it's about types of sounds that you can just blend together in a certain, I won't say order necessarily, because I think that kind of that's part of it, but that's not what I'm getting at. It's a holistic thing that can be broken down into parts, but I don't know. It's a useful exercise to do that, but I don't know if that really gets at the issue. That's more of like an analysis rather than what you're actually receiving. you know, like a rationalization versus a perception kind of deal. It's art is about beauty, human nature. Not necessarily by that do I mean like the jolly good times of everything. Like sometimes beauty is dark. Sometimes it's about things that we don't necessarily want to see in ourselves or in other people, but it's there, it's real. It's admiring the truth of reality of I guess what it means to be human. Uh, I don't know. There's different aspects to it. I guess you could take from what I was just talking about, like in terms of natural beauty. Is that really art in the way that I've defined it, or is it still because it's not necessarily something that's man-made, but you're still receiving part of it. You're interpreting aspects of what it is that you're looking at, and it means something, you know? Because I mean, it's all about the feeling, what it makes you want to do, just kind of like how it motivates you or demotivates you. Because I mean, you can't knock the negative emotions necessarily. I mean, I've cried at movies. I will be honest. I mean, it feels good to feel something, even if it's not necessarily like the the greatest emotions in your life that you would ever want to re-experience. It's good to just experience something, whatever that something is, you know. It's I try to go into everything thinking, you know what? I'll see what this is like if I haven't like been through it or seen it or whatever. Because you can always take something away, something personal away. Uh, kind of rambling. I'm not sure I'm fitting all the pieces together or whatever the way I would want to. Let's see. Hmm. Nah. Nah, I can't think of anything. So instead of rambling, I'm going to cut it short. If I think of anything else, I will, you know, append it to this video or something, you know, write it out. But what I am curious is what you think art is or isn't. Now there's an interesting question. What art is not? Okay. Don't really have a lot to say about that. I don't know. It seems like an interesting question, but I don't know. People who throw elephant shit at a canvas, is that art? I don't know.